Good morning. I've been up. I'm pretty happy because I woke up earlier today than I expected, earlier than my alarm actually. I woke up at 8, which is amazing because I didn't go to sleep. I think it took midnight. Was it midnight? I don't even know what really said midnight. I think so. I think it was midnight. Yeah, I'm looking at the last message I sent you. Yeah, definitely midnight. But I got some firehouse roast. I made an awesome good morning TikTok. I brushed my beautiful teethies. I'm relaxing right now. I played a game of Uno. I gotta stay ready whenever. So I do be playing Uno on my little spare time now that you showed me the app. Um, I messaged my other friend to check on her and hope that she's doing well. I didn't know what I'm going to do today, and I love that I don't know what I'm going to do today. That leaves so much room for me and God to create something amazing and beautiful, and I love those moments. I cherish every moment I get to create and be me. I've always been a very creative being since I was a child, and that is something that has been definitely snuffed out, I feel like, from my mom. Like, she would try to snuff out that flame and shit, but I've been able to reignite it on my own, so that's amazing. And every time that I'm about to post something, I love to try to get into the mindset of creating again and walking with God in this new journey of creation that we're doing together. Because I pray every day that God uses me. He is the only one allowed to use me. He can speak through me, he can move through me. And I know that the majority, except for the ones that I'm being silly, I guess, the majority of my posts are full of so much substance. There's so many hidden gems that if people are truly paying attention, truly listening, truly aligned to their purpose, their mission, they will hear it clearly the first time. The first time they'll hear it clearly, and as soon as they hear it, they know that they found another beautiful, eccentric being to join their community. And that's all that I want. I want to build a community. I want to build a community. I want to build a bunch of people who have many awesome creative um, interests, gifts, abilities, to create different things because I feel like creation is a gift. If you can create something that's beautiful, if you can pour into something that's beautiful. And when I say create, I'm not saying like just art. Like, I mean, when you are actively pouring into what you are wanting to do with your rest of your life, like for instance, you and your basketball, to me, the passion that's behind that is art. It is creation because you are creating and paving your path to what you feel most aligned with, most happiest with, most excited with, most fun with, most I want to do this shit, like, and it's beautiful to be on that journey, but it's even more beautiful to see people around you that are actively in pursuit of their journey of doing just the same thing, with their creative endeavors. And if you can build a community where everybody's like, hey, we don't have to be the same creation. We don't all have to be painting or poets or, jars or sculptors or, whatever art people usually think of when they hear the word art. You don't have to be those things. That doesn't have to be the tagline or anything. But it gives you the opportunity to meet people who are truly living. Because I feel like when you're in your, excuse me, when you are in your creation time, when it's just you and God pouring into whatever it is you guys agreed to pour into, there's so many beautiful moments to capture. And if you have a community around you that are going through similar wavelengths of that, you can actually share those things. You can actually relate to one another. You can actually build with one another. You can actually exchange ideas and say, hey, you know what? I actually was on that wavelength like a few months ago. And first off, that wavelength was crazy. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know if I was even making the right decisions, wrong decisions, going left or right, up or down. It was confusing. But I did notice that when I started to do this is what happened for me. And this is how I benefit from this. And then bam, you guys start to swap information and share more experiences. And that's how you get to learn from one another and grow from one another. And also in that moment, even if you guys are on two different creations, which is the best ones, honestly, I feel like you now know what that person does. So anytime you talk to somebody else, because of course you're in a community, anytime you talk to someone else and they mention, he's like, you know what, that reminds me of this person I met. Yeah, they're actually now a really good friend of mine. They're no longer an acquaintance, they're a friend. And this is what they do. You mentioned this sounds right up their alley. I'm not one to give someone's personal information out, but here is their Instagram, their Facebook, their TikTok handle, their YouTube, whatever it is. For Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, send them a DM. Shit, I'll call them right now if I can. Like, you guys get into those, and then your friends like, oh wow, now you have 3 people. And then you guys keep building and building and building, and there's just a whole bunch of people that are just so resourceful, so loving. Everybody supportive of one another because they see one another. They may not fully relate to every experience someone has gone through because, of course, we're humans and we're not going to, go through everything that someone else has. But there's going to be so many like moments where they're like, oh yeah, I know what you mean because, I've had this experience where it was just like that, but this is what I did. And then there you go. You guys start to bond in that way because now you're like, oh wow, I can relate to this person. I can see where they're coming from in certain aspects. And when you start to see one another, You can support one another. You understand one another a lot more than other people would that are just looking at you from the surface level. And it's just so amazing. It truly is so amazing to build a community that sees one another, supports one another. And of course, I feel like when you support someone, you automatically love them. Because I don't support someone I don't love. I don't. If I don't love you, there's probably a reason. If I don't love you, because I love everybody. If I don't love you, you've probably done some shit that cost you my love and cost you my support. Because I can't support someone who has hurt me. I can't support someone who has constantly and consistently ensured that their needs were always met when mine wasn't. Constantly placed me in dangerous situations, environments, people. There's some things that you just can't forgive because in the reality, everyone has a choice in this life. And instead of protecting me, you chose to place me in harm. And that's not something I can forgive because the woman that I am today, I will protect myself at all costs. Because when I'm protecting myself, I'm protecting every version of myself. And the biggest person I wish I could have protected was my inner child and was my teenager. If I could protect those two people with everything I got, I would do it. And so those are the things I think of when I think of protecting myself. I wouldn't want the little child me getting hurt. And sure as fuck wouldn't want the teenage me to get hurt. Although, you know what, she's very feisty. So I don't think that much would have gone down for teenage me. Little child more. But still, I'm like complete defense mode anytime I need to. But the best part is when you build a community that love and support you, you don't ever have to be like that. And that is the best part. I feel like that's part of like having heaven on earth because you're around people who get you, love you, support you, and won't hurt you. They actually want to build you. I have no idea what the fuck this is about. I've been yapping on. But I hope your day's going good. I love you. And be safe out there.